what we'll do is I'll let you sort of introduce yourself for 2 minutes. Jim will tell you when you've gone over, and then I'll ask you some. And then I'll ask you some specific questions based on the questionnaire.
Thank you very much. Use this?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. First, you have unbelievable stamina. I can't believe you're still here, and I'll try to respect your time. Thanks for what you do. As I'll say in a minute, I think the progressive agenda in this country is it's a real risk. I mean, dire risk. And I think to have the activists that represent in this room speaking up for the values you and I share, it's crucial for this nation and for the state. So I'm Don Berwick, and I would like to be your governor. I'm a pediatrician by training, but for 30 years I was also an executive. I started and then ran a nonprofit organization that works all over the world to help make health and healthcare better. Then I got a call from Washington. President Obama asked me to come to run Medicare and Medicaid, which is the largest agency in federal government by budget. It's $820 billion, 5,500 employees, the lead agency for healthcare reform. I went, but the Republicans had other ideas. Glenn Beck called me the second most dangerous man in America. And I feel honored. We lost the filibuster-proof majority in the Senate, so the president could not get me confirmed. He appointed me as a recess appointee, and I did go to Washington, did serve. He stuck by me, and I had an amazing experience down there. Please feel free to ask me about it. And now I'd like to be your governor. And that's because with Washington in gridlock, and the public losing trust in the ability of government to solve large problems, the same government that got to the moon first or built the interstate highway system, this public no longer believes we can solve problems. We need in this country a beacon. We need an example of a progressive agenda successfully executed for the people. Massachusetts can be that beacon. I know it can be. It should be that beacon. You look at us. We're the first state to make healthcare a human right. We're the first state with marriage equality. We have the best energy policy in the nation right now. We can do this. We can be the state that makes Medicare for all the first time in this country, where we have single-payer health care. We can be the state that guarantees that every 4-year-old is ready for school and every 3rd grader can read. We can be the state that ends dependence on carbon. We can be the state that ends poverty if we want, and I've claimed that we will end childhood poverty in 10 years. If we set our mind to it, we can do it. We can end housing, homelessness, and hunger in our state, and I know we can do it. I grew up in a really small town. And in that town, if you were driving along a road and there was a car stopped at the side of the road, you stopped your car and got out to help. That's my theory of government. We need social justice and equality and compassion is foundational for our government and the communities we want to build. I want to have that fight, and I'd like you at my side, so please join me.